Hello and welcome to another live lesson today. Um, Today I'm actually at AM Language itself, which you can see. We've got a lovely view of the wall over here of Valletta. That's Valletta. I'm glad some of you have found the video. I can't find the video on my phone yet, so that's encouraging. I hope all of, yay, there we go, found it now. Hope all of you had a good morning today and that you enjoyed your morning lessons. Let's just share this, and it's now shared. Yeah, I hope all of you had a good morning today. It's really hot at this time of year. Definitely the sort of weather where you probably think, yeah, let's go and have a swim. Irina F, hello, hi, welcome to today's lesson. Lovely to see you here today. I hope you're doing well, Irina. Stefano, good afternoon. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And are you having a good week? It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, and we're nearly at the weekend. So let me know if you are having a good week. Today's lesson is news, English. What are they saying? And we're going to have a look at different language, really. Alejandra, hello, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed your morning lesson as well. Today is News English. We're going to look at some serious news and some more fun news. And we're going to look at the language, and we're just going to look at lots of different aspects of language today. Some things might be new to you, others might not be new to you. Okay, we'll give people just a little bit more time to join, and then we will begin. If you know any news at the moment, feel free to write in the live chat section. Maybe you would like to write your own headline of, can you think of a news story today? And if you can you think of a headline? How would you write it? Irina, good afternoon. Lovely to see you here. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope you've had a good week as well. Tomorrow is Friday. It's always a good day, really. Something to look forward to in terms of the weekend. So there's been a lot of news this week, and some really terrible news, obviously. So we can look at different types of news. But one of the things we can look at is we could just look at some headlines, really. So like I said, if you guys know any news at the moment and you want to write a headline, by all means, please do so. And like I said, we will also look at hopefully we'll look at some funny news as well. One of the things we can do, as it's the news, if you want to give me your opinions on anything, please do so. And there's some language that you guys can use when giving your opinions. Obviously, you can go in with the classic, I think. That's absolutely fine. In my opinion, that's also okay as well. If you want to use the abbreviation language that we've looked at in the past, you can do so as well. You can also go for as far as I'm concerned. This is a good one. This means, in my opinion. You are telling me what your opinion is, but as far as I'm concerned, is quite strong. That's quite a strong opinion. It seems to me that's also your opinion, and it sounds like. So these phrases are really good to use when giving your opinion, and I recommend. If you agree with anyone, we can always look at that language as well. No. Now, sorry, no, I meant now. Now, let's have a look at the first bit of news that we will probably look at today. Unfortunately, it is the news, so it's never going to be enjoyable. Well, it's very rarely ever going to be fantastic news. But this particular news is, if I can just get it up onto the screen, Okay, it's not doing it for me, so I have to write it. If you know anything about any of the stories that I happen to write about today, that we talk about today, please do so. Come in with your knowledge. Okay. And we'll look at some language as well. Okay, here we go. Sandra, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson. So this is the first headline. This is from BBC World News, and it says, angry Beirut residents demand answers after blast. Let me know if you think what this is about. It's a very sad story. Before I talk about it, let's just look at this language. First of all, we've got residents. We've got demand, and we've got blast. So let's look at these language. Let's look at this language here. Can we find the synonyms? That's what we're going to look for in order to make sure we know what. Can we find out what the meanings are? So we've got residents, we've got demand, and we've got blast. Those are our three words that we are going to look at today. Some of you will already know what these words mean, but some of you might not. So the first one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down three meanings, and you guys need to link the meanings to the words. Okay, so first one. That's the first one. Number two, not the guy with sunglasses on. And the last one. So we're looking at the words residence, demand, and blast. And we need to link them to these three meanings. One of them is insist and expect. One of them is explosion. And the other one, people who live in an area which is made up of homes. Now, if we need to do more, if we need to look a little bit more at this language, we can do. But this is good language to know. Now, unfortunately, there was a very large explosion in Beirut, in Lebanon, killed a lot of people actually, and it was a terrible, terrible event. Some people in Lebanon are saying that this explosion is the same thing as 9/11 in the US. So it's a very sad bit of news. So we're looking at this language here: residence, demand, and blast. And then we'll try and see if we can complete some sentences afterwards. So let's see. So once you think you know which words go with which meaning, you guys can then have a go at completing the sentence underneath. So let's see how you guys go. We've got residence, demand, and blast. We've got A here, which insists and expect. So this is effectively another way of saying this is when something happens and you need answers, basically, when you need answers and you actually request, you ask, there's a particular word that we can use, and it's a synonym of insist and expect. This is something that you would do, you can do with another person. So, for example, if let's say you are, if you're in a relationship with someone and someone hurts you, you will want answers. So Sandra has said, residents blast demand. So the residents heard a blast and demand answers. Alejandra says, the residents heard a blast and demand answers. Excellent. Well done, guys. That is the correct answer. Excellent stuff. And that also tells me that I'm pretty sure you know what the meanings of these words are. So really well done to you both there. If you know anything about this, the story, let me know. It's really sad because Beirut is some people call Beirut the Paris of the Middle East. It's a fascinating country, Lebanon. When I say fascinating, I mean really interesting. A lot of history, really interesting culture. The food, apparently, Lebanese food is supposed to be really tasty as well. And unfortunately, they've had to deal with this. So let's go with another story. Now, this story, there we go. Let's go with the next one, and we'll look again. We will break down the language. So this again is from the BBC website, BBC World News, and it says Facebook and Twitter penalize Trump for virus claim. Now let's break this language down here because there's some interesting language being used here. First one is penalize. This word here, penalize. Okay, so this is the first word we're going to have a little look at, and we'll look at what we think this word means. Okay, what do you think this word means? A, reward. B, not an emoji. B, punish. So do you think penalize, to penalize someone, it is a verb and it is a regular verb. Do you think penalize is reward, or do you think it's to punish someone? So Stefano says, if someone hurts you, you might claim answers. You're not going to go with claim. You can make a claim. Now that's different. You would make a claim, but that is like a legal claim with money, and therefore the verb would be make. You make a claim. Different in that sense. But good question though, Stefano. Alejandra says B, punish. Well done. Penalize does mean to punish. So yeah, Facebook and Twitter have penalized Donald Trump, for a virus claim. There were also damaged a big building with grain inside. Yes, Sandra, that is to do with the Beirut explosion, isn't it? Yes, terrible event. Now this one here, I just want to explain to you about claim. Okay, so when you use claim, you make a claim. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to do. Or you make claims. Now you might be asking yourself, what is a claim? So a claim, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this in actually, and you guys can decide what you think claim means, okay? Because it's a good word to know, a very good word to know, and it's an important word to know as well. So let's have a little look. I'm going to give you two options, And then just like last time, and then you guys can tell me what you think claim means. A. So is it A, to say something is true even though there is no proof, or does it mean B, or to say something is false and you have proof? So which one do you think it is? Is it A, to say something is true even though there is no proof, or you might not have proof, or to say something is false and you have proof? So which one do you think claim means? Alejandra thinks it might be B. Let's see if others agree with her. Sandra, Stefano, Arena F. What do you guys think? Sandra thinks A. Okay, so we're divided at the moment. Can a third person come in with an answer? Okay, Bruno Okada, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson, and thank you for joining. You've come in with B. So at the moment, we're leaning towards B, which is to say something is false and you have proof that it's false. The correct answer here is, drum roll, A. To say something is true even though there is no proof or there's very little proof. And this is the problem with, this is why Donald Trump was punished by Facebook. This is because Donald Trump was, they said anyway, Facebook and Twitter said that in his video, he makes false claims about a group of people who are immune from COVID-19, which simply wasn't the case. And it therefore was sending out something called misinformation. So, Evelina, good afternoon. Welcome to today's lesson. So the answer here for claim is A, to say something is true even though there is no proof, or you have very, very little proof. So let's have a little look at this. And there's more to this story. So to quote, this video includes false claims. So claims that are not true, that a group of people, that a group of people are immune rather than is. So this is a disappointing mistake to find in this article. Immune from COVID-19, which is a violation of our policies around harmful COVID misinformation. So this is from Twitter and Facebook. Twitter and Facebook, whoever wrote this, this should be are, not is. So Twitter and Facebook, you've made a mistake there. Nonetheless, let's look at some more language, because there's some good language here. So let's look at immune. Okay, so Bruno says affirmative and claims mean the same thing. Good question, actually. Let's have a little look at that before I go on to talk about some of the other words I want to talk about. Affirmative is a word or phrase that indicates, or which says basically that you agree or you support something. So you can say, yes, I agree, affirmatives, for example. So it's just, there is a difference in the meaning. It's not the same thing. Anyway, let's look at this next word here, immune, from COVID-19. Let's have a little look at this particular bit of language. Let's look at immune. Now, it might be very similar to if you come from a Spanish or Italian background, you probably already know what this word means, because if I am not mistaken, this is a Latin-based word. But let's just see how you guys do, immune. Is it A? How can I put this? Okay, yes. Okay, so I think this is a good, simple one. So is it A, your body can't defend itself from the disease, or is it B, your body can defend itself from the disease? Wow, Sandra was very quick. Even before I finished, yes, he came in with B. Let's see if others agree with you. Does everyone else agree that immune means your body can defend itself from the disease? Let's see if other people agree with you there. Because at the moment, Facebook and Twitter, they need to be very careful about false news, about fake news. So if someone, even Trump, it says or makes claims that are not true, then Facebook and Twitter need to do something about it according to their new rules. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I don't see option B. Alejandra, oh, you don't see option B. That's a shame. Maybe it's a bit slow. Uploading. Okay, I'm going to post it again. Okay, so you should see it now. I've posted B twice. If you can't see B, I will say it for you. So immune, is it A, your body can't defend itself from the disease, or is it B, immune is your body can defend itself from the disease? Evelina also thinks it's B. So Sandra and Evelina think the meaning to immune is B. Stefano agrees that it's B, and Bruno Okada also thinks it's B. Well done, guys. Let's look at some more information, some more words. I think the other word that is really important to know in this, it's like resistant. Yes, it is like resistant, Sandra. Immune and resistant are synonyms of each other. Let's look at another word, and this word it's a good word to know. Okay, we've got misinformation. Misinformation. So there's a lot of misinformation. This is a noun because of shun at the end. The verb is to misinform someone. So the question is, because you've got a prefix here, and the prefix is miss, okay? So when you use miss, there's something wrong. Miss is something wrong at the start of a word. So misinformation, is it A, information that is not true? Or is it B, information that, oh, have I said the same thing twice? I've said the same thing twice, haven't I? Well, that's silly of me. Sorry. Or is it B, information that is true? So misinformation, is it information that is true or is it information that is not true? A, information that is not true. B, information that is true. So that is the question in this case, and we'll see how we do. Bruno Okada says, A, Yasa, welcome to the channel, Yasa. Welcome to today's lesson. Thank you very much for joining. Welcome. Yasa says A, Alejandra says A, Sandra says A, and Irina F says A. Excellent. Well done, guys. The answer is A, and that is why we can say there's a lot of misinformation on social media. Okay, cool. We're doing well, and this is looking quite good at the moment. So, now there's lots of other things, there's other news articles to look at. So let's look at another news article. Maybe something, here we go. This is quite a good one. This story is from Mexico. Now, I don't know certain things to do with this. This is a new story for me. And the headline reads, Mexico obesity. I don't know how to say this. Oaxaca bans sale of junk food to children. So I'm guessing Oaxaca is a company or an organization and bans sale of junk food. So let's look at some important words. We're going to look at obesity. We're going to look at bans. And we're going to, of course, look at the term junk food. So we need to link these words to the correct meaning. Stops. Unhealthy food, and C. Or people who are too fat or too large. So we've got obesity, bans, and junk food. Mexico obesity. Oaxaca. I'm not sure how to say this actually. My pronunciation is probably terribly wrong. So we've got obesity, bans, junk food. So what you can do there is, Alejandra, if you like, you can say B and then tell me which word it goes with, such as B, junk food, for example. So that's how you can write your answer if you like. Okay, so Oaxaca is a state. I didn't realize that. Okay, yeah, so the Mexican state of Oaxaca has banned the sale of junk food and sugar drinks to children in an attempt to reduce high obesity and diabetes levels. Wow, yes, apparently it is a real problem. I have no idea how to say that state, though. Sandra says A is bans, B is junk food, and C is obesity. Okay, well done, Sandra. Thank you very much. Let's see if you are right. I'm sure some of you might know how to pronounce this particular. Oh, yes, bands. Yes, bands like that, not bands as in the band. Yeah, you wrote bands as in like a guitar band, a music band. Yes, well done. Well done for correcting yourself. Bruno says that she agrees with Sandra. Okay, so we're kind of in favor. We agree with Sandra over here. Okay, well done, guys. Let me ask you guys: is obesity a problem in your country? Let's just discuss that for a moment. Is obesity a problem in your country? Now, I can tell you that if the country I'm from, the United Kingdom, obesity is a massive problem. Um, I think the UK has the largest number of obesity. I think obesity, when it comes to obesity levels, I think the UK is number one in Europe and Malta is number two. Malta has a lot of obesity, has an obesity problem. So Malta and the UK have obesity problems. Is obesity a problem in your country, though? And then we'll move on to some funny stories. Okay, so that's the question. Is obesity a problem in your country? Okay, like I said, obesity, Malta, I'm surprised. Yeah, Sandra, Malta has a really big obesity problem. It's one of the highest levels, I think, second in Europe. It's a serious problem at the moment. I don't think lockdown has helped. I think some people probably became a little bit more unhealthy. Bruno Okada says, here in Japan, we don't have so much problems with obesity. Okay, we don't have, because you've gone with problems, instead of much, many. So many problems. Don't forget, many goes with the plural S. Okay, many problems, many issues. We're going to have to use many for this one, but good, well done. Okay, let's look at a different story. Okay, so let's look at this particular story. It's meant to be a funny story, and we'll see what you guys think. So, now I don't know about you guys, but some people have very, very strange names. Very, very strange names. And sometimes names can be really, really difficult. So the headline is Woman Angers Family After Changing Complicated Name Without Telling Them. So it's not a major story, but it's a silly. We'll finish today's lesson with a silly story. So woman angers family after changing complicated name without telling them. Now, obviously, we've got angers, making someone angry, family after changing complicated name without telling them. So I think that's quite straightforward. Now, just to show you what the name was, I have no idea how to say this name. I really don't know how to say this name actually. So the name was Emma. How do you say this name? Emily Isobel. Isobel, I think. So Stefano says, well, as a matter of fact, obesity in Italy is getting considerably serious lately. Okay, right. That's sad to hear, Stefano. So yeah, this was the name that this in question. And I think that's Emily Isobel. But to be honest with you, I think maybe they had a unique way of saying it. So the story goes is that she got trying to say this name was really difficult. So she went and legally changed the person's name to M in return. And that's the whole story. It's a bit of a silly story, to be honest. Nothing fantastic if we're being, nothing fantastic. Um, okay, this is a good story. This is a good story to look at from a language point of view. Again, it's not a serious story. It's not a serious story, but it's a story that we can look at because of the language, and you might know the people involved. So the next one is Kate Middleton, desperately sad after feeling betrayed by Meghan and Prince Harry book. I think that's meant to be Prince Harry's book. And Meghan Prince Harry book. Again, this is from an English headline from a newspaper, and they're making very, very bad grammar mistakes. Apostrophe S, Harry's book. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Kate Middleton is, but Kate Middleton is the wife of Prince William, who is part of the royal family in the United Kingdom. So you have the Queen, you have Prince Charles, and then you have Prince William and Prince Harry. And Kate Middleton is married to Prince William. Now, Meghan, who was an actress on a TV show called Suits, married Prince Harry. And what we have here is desperately sad, feeling betrayed. So let's look at these two words. Okay. Let's first look at desperate. What does desperate mean? Does it mean A, so you really, really, and then in this form, want something? Or does it mean B, or does it mean you don't care? It's not interesting to you. So which one does it mean? Desperate. You really, really, you have a strong feeling about something. In this case, you really, really want something, or you don't care. It's not important to you. So that's a question of what's the meaning of desperate. And then we also have to look at the word betrayed. We have here, Sandra says, I have a personal story with names. I give my son the name Elias. Yeah. Elias. I need to read that a little bit closer because that's an E-L, yes, Sandra? E-L-I-A-S? I think it is. I'm reading it as that. So I gave my son the name Elias because I don't like nicknames. Now his friends call him E. Yeah, Sandra, that's probably going to happen. With children, I think if you can. Okay, so yeah, it is an L. Cool, excellent. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, I think children will always find a way to shorten anyone's name. I think even if your name is Andy or Anne, people can shorten it in some way. In this case, I mean, just to shorten it to E is quite funny. Hi, E. So Irina, Bruno, and Alejandra think it's A. Yes, excellent. Well done. Yeah. Desperate means really, really, and in this case, want. So if you say desperately sad. This simply means really, really sad in this case. We then have the word betrayed. Stefano says, A, is it a synonym of crave? It can be. Not in the context that you see in the headline, but if you're talking about food, or if you're talking about food or drugs, then maybe, because then the meaning's going to change because of context. So it can be a synonym, but not all the time. The adverb wise, definitely not a synonym. So we then have betrayed. Now, what does betrayed mean? Someone was loyal, or is it B? Someone was not loyal. Maybe the phrase is stabbed. To stab someone in the back, or stabbed someone in the back, as the phrase goes. So betrayed, such as he betrayed his queen, for example. Yasar says it's B, someone was not loyal, or someone to stab someone in the back, or stabbed someone in the back. Sandra agrees. Bruno Okada agrees. Okay, well done. Yes, that is the correct answer. Good. Well done, guys. Excellent. Evelina, B, perfect. Well done. So that brings us to the end of today's lesson, news and what are they talking, the news and what are they talking about. We've looked at quite a lot of different stories and lots of different language as well. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, share the channel with people you know who want to learn English. Bruno has asked, betrayed. Traitor is the same. It goes, what we would say is they go together. If someone is a traitor, then they have betrayed you. Or so if someone is a traitor to the king, then they have betrayed the king. So they go together. They're very similar. In certain contexts, they can be used. They're related. Let's put it that way. They are related. So yes, guys, thank you very much for today. Really good work. I would like to thank Bruno, Evelina, Sandra, Yassar, Stefano, Alejandra, Irina, Irina F. I think, yes, I mentioned Stefano. I mentioned Alejandra. Okay, I think I mentioned everyone who's commented in the live chat today. If I haven't, I apologize. But thank you so much for your contribution to today's lesson. Yeah, thank you so much. As always, guys, you can always find in the description below links to our website for you guys to find out more about how to learn English with us and the different courses that are available, as well as more information about what we're doing during the COVID-19 period. So you can find most of that stuff on our website. And if not, you have a chat section. So if you want to talk to someone, there's an automatic thing whereby you can talk to someone on our website. When you click on the link, a chat will come up. And if you want to talk to someone, you can do. Sandra, really enjoyed this lesson. Thank you. You're welcome, Sandra. I'm glad you did. You too, Evelina. Bye for now. You too, Irina. Thank you. Irina says TQ. Ah, thank you. Yes, well done, Irina. Have a good evening. Alejandra says, Richard, I'm practicing English by Zoom with my friends. If someone would like to join us, please tell me. Yeah, look, tell me. Look, yes, Alejandra, if you're talking to people with friends and they want to learn English, this is YouTube, so it is free. And if they are curious, if they would like to know more about AM language, if they would like to know more about learning English, and they want to watch the lessons and even say hello in the live chat, they can do. This is a complimentary free service that we are doing at the moment because of COVID-19. So there's lots of opportunities. So yeah, your friends are welcome to come and join. Join us online every day at 4. Stefano says, thank you, teacher. You're welcome. And Bruno says, have a nice evening, Richard. You too, Bruno. Thank you so much. And yeah, definitely tell friends. And like I said, if they want to find out more because of these videos, they can find the link to the website underneath. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 4 o'clock. And tomorrow is Film English. Build your vocabulary. Thank you so much. Bye for now.